skilled labor, you have the location, you have cheap energy, but the good outlook and the fact that we are able to, these record numbers in terms of tourism also pose challenges, and we need to deal with those challenges also for our own population. What we see when looking at the outlook for tourism this year is that we might reach the 100 million. We are a 49 million inhabitants country, and that's the extent of the attractiveness of our country, but also of the challenge that we have in terms of dealing and providing for a good experience for tourists, but at the same time avoiding and overcharging our own services and our own housing market. Somehow we're moving, we're progressing, and hoping that, as I said, we can get to these agreements. Well, this is the key challenge for this term, and the government is putting all its efforts to be able to provide housing at affordable costs for our population. Tariffs is 10% flat rate is having an impact, 50% on steel and aluminium, and there's no silver bullet, of course, but we are, and if I may now concentrate on this front, trying to rebuild this stock of housing with a key view of the importance of the public supply of housing. We want to rebuild the public stock of housing with huge investment coming, most of it from the Next Generation EU funds, from the recovery plan, but also going forward. For example, last week we had a meeting between President Sanchez and the presidents of the different regions, and the main proposal that was made there by the president is to increase threefold the investment, the money that can be invested in new housing supply. So this is by how much we're willing to engage into rebuilding this public housing stock. More than happy to go again about the Spanish economy whenever you feel like it. It's still high, it's above 25%, which is, of course, one of the main endeavors of this government to bring it down. But you have to look at where we come from. In 2018, it was above 33%. So that's how much things have improved. Of course, we're not there yet, as I said. We still have a long way to go, but things are going in the right direction. Discussion both with him, but also with the USTR, with that we're still investigating the causes of the blackout. So let's this line of investigation and analysis unfold on its own. But what I can say about our bet for renewables is that it has only given us cause for good news in a sense. So because it has proven to be a key element in terms of our competitiveness. So one key competitiveness edge in Spain is the low energy cost. This is proving essential for our firms and also for the attraction of investment. The one that we had before those tariffs were implemented, and so this is where we need to go to have further. We need to establish that the EU itself has to engage with all major economic powers. And of course, we need to have our own take on how to engage with our main trading partner. And that's why I said at the very beginning that we are being constructive. We want to actually reinforce our ties with the US. But also we cannot fully disengage with respect to other economic actors. There is, of course, under, as I said, this economic security agenda, a way forward in terms of further engaging with China, Chinese authorities and companies.